You are not going to have to watch another video on Lucky Girl Syndrome after this. You are getting your dream life in 2023. I'm going to make sure of it. You will walk away today knowing all of the techniques you need to use, exactly how to do it, the rules when it comes to Lucky Girl Syndrome and making sure it actually works, my success stories and how it's actually worked for me, and right at the end I'll even give you examples of Lucky Girl Syndrome affirmations. Just a quick note, I've been on the radio twice just to speak about Lucky Girl Syndrome, and I was even on the news to speak about Lucky Girl Syndrome, so trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. Lucky Girl Syndrome is just manifestation repackaged. So Lucky Girl Syndrome is all about reprogramming your mindset into thinking, I am good enough, I am smart enough, I am capable enough, and I am worthy of all of my desires. Our thoughts, our perceptions, our inner dialogue becomes our reality. It creates it. And it's true, okay? The best thing that Kanye West has ever said is, if you believe you can't do anything, you won't do anything.
I always felt like I could do anything. That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
If you believe you have to go through obstacles to get where you want in life and that is going to be really hard and a whole battle, it will be. Lucky Girl Syndrome / manifestation is believing you have an abundance of good luck. So if you genuinely believe that you have loads of good luck, then you're golden, because that thought will then create your reality. On the other hand, if you allow self-doubt to get the best of you, and you engage with your inner critic, and you hold yourself back from opportunities because you don't think you're ready for them yet, or you're not smart enough for them yet, you don't have enough money, beauty, intelligence, whatever, then you simply won't get those opportunities. So why is this? Let me break it down and give you 2 scenarios to really help you understand and ingrain this concept in your brain. Lola thinks everyone should just shut up and do the hard work because Lucky Girl Syndrome isn't practical. So when life goes sideways, which is normal, and things don't work out, Lola blames it on external things. She blames it on the government, other people, her boss, her childhood, etc. She feels unlucky in these situations when things don't go her way. This then decreases her confidence. So because Lola isn't actively affirming that her dreams are possible just from her believing in them, she is then stuck in the reality trap. Her whole mindset is hard work equals results, and that is it. This is a limited mindset and it will hold her back in life. And this limited mindset will then decrease her confidence, and due to this lower confidence, she is then less likely to go after the bigger things in life, the bigger opportunities. For example, because she's stuck in the reality trap and she cannot see past her own circumstances, she doesn't believe that being a millionaire is possible for her. So instead, she just strives for a few thousand. Because that's all she's striving for, that's all she's gonna get. So what do we see here with Lola? Because her mindset is limited and she's stuck in the reality trap, her actions will then follow suit, which then leads to the limited results she finds in life. When you don't believe everything is easy, it won't be easy. You'll be less inclined to chase your wildest dreams in life, therefore you'll never get those dreams because you're not even on the journey to go get them. So that's Lola's situation over here. Let's go over to Athena. Athena practices Lucky Girl Syndrome every day. Now, she's not a manifestation expert. She's just trying to have a positive mindset and go after her goals without questioning if it's actually realistic or possible for her. She's just gonna go do it and hope for the best. Because she's using this approach to go and get her goals, her self-doubt is now decreased. And because she's decided to practice Lucky Girl Syndrome every day, now she thinks, I have really good luck. And because of that, now she has higher confidence in her success rate in achieving her goals. Therefore, she's now more inclined to chase the opportunities that don't make that much sense right now. Maybe she's applying to modeling photo shoots even though she doesn't have any experience and she's not signed to an agency. But if she had Lola's mindset, she wouldn't have even thought to try out that opportunity in the first place. Her chances of now actually being a model are 100% higher than Lola's. So see how it works? Hard work, of course it has a part to play, but the mindset you use to accompany that hard work has just an important part to play as well. Also, why did I pick these names? Lola is a name that literally means sorrow, and Athena is a name that means goddess of wisdom. Be more like Athena. And to conclude on the definition chapter of Lucky Girl Syndrome, some people will say that this concept is toxic positivity and it's not realistic. But all it actually is an empowering practice where you genuinely believe that you're capable of achieving your dreams. Why would you want to live any other way? So many people are held back in life due to their self-perception. Lucky Girl Syndrome is making sure that you have the highest, most positive self-perception, so you are not self-sabotaging how far you can go in life.
Okay, Tam, I get it. I know what Lucky Girl Syndrome and manifestation is, but does it actually work? Like, has it worked for you? What are your success stories?
That little modeling story I told about Athena, yeah, that happened to me. I have always wanted to try out modeling. I've never even applied to an agency, but I was just posting pictures on Instagram, and I have worked with actual fashion brands and been paid to model for them. I've worked with photographers. I've been photographed in a studio like an actual model. I am a content creator, which means majority of the work I do is freelance. There's no stability whatsoever, and I kind of have to rely on brands to reach out to me, which means I can go months making £0 with no brand collab deals. Even when my following was small, I think I only had 10,000 followers on Instagram, I got a collaboration deal from Uber Eats, one of the biggest companies in the world. I was a micro influencer. I'd probably only done 2 or 3 collab deals at that point. I was at the start of my content creation career. I didn't do anything. I didn't reach out to them. I wasn't even following them on Instagram, I don't think. They found me, they Skyped me, they hired me, and they paid me. Because even though things hadn't worked out for me so far, I was still staying consistent with the content creation. I was still putting myself out there because I genuinely believed things were going to work out for me. If I let myself doubt get the best of me, maybe I wouldn't post as much. Maybe my post wouldn't have come in front of them for them to find me and hire me. In 2022, I created an entire mind map of my goals for the year. Majority of them came true. Things like traveling, things like graduating with a first class degree, the exact amount of money I wanted to have saved in my bank account, I achieved. The list goes on. The craziest manifestation success story that I've had actually happened like 2 weeks ago. So the biggest problem I've been experiencing in my life recently is I just moved back to my hometown. It's hella small, and I really have this urge to be around more like-minded people, to network with other creatives, people who are freelancing or content creators or models or entrepreneurs, etc. But there's not really anybody in my area who's like that. So I was really struggling, and I was thinking, how am I gonna make friends that are like this? Anyways, one day I found this girl on TikTok. She's a very successful entrepreneur. I loved her content. Instantly when I saw her, I just like had this feeling that we'd get along and that we'd align. Later on that night, I was on the phone to my friend and I was telling them about this girl, and I was like, I just have a feeling me and this girl are gonna meet, like we are gonna be friends. A couple of days later, this girl reached out to me to say, let's meet, let's do something, let's go out for lunch. 1 week after that, we were then having lunch. Another week after that, we were going out for a second lunch, and now we're actually friends. How did it start? I was on the phone to my friend and I said, I want to be friends with this girl. I don't know how it's gonna happen. She doesn't live in my city. We've never spoken before. I just believe it's gonna happen, and I really want that to happen for me. I didn't do anything. That friendship came flying at my face. And now the problem I had about not being friends with like-minded people and other creatives has been solved through manifestation. To finish this off, I've gone through periods in my life where I've been stuck in a state of lack, where I think nothing's working out for me. Oh my god, I've not been making a lot of money recently. What if I don't? What if this fails? Constantly questioning what if and how and but is the quickest way to kill any of your potential manifestations. Do not do it.
Okay, I believe you. I want to start using Lahio syndrome to manifest all of my wildest dreams. How do I do it?
I got you! So there are 4 techniques which I believe are the most effective. Now, I do a combination of all 4. You don't have to, but for this section of the video, I'm just going to give you a quick explanation of how I combine all of these 4 practices, and then at the end, you'll have a full understanding of what these 4 practices are, which one you'll choose, or if you want to copy me and do the same combination. So this is exactly how I manifest. 1, I write a list of my goals in my phone, in my notes app. There are no limitations to what I write, so I can dream as big as I want. This expands my horizons, and that in itself already allows me more opportunities because I'm not being restrictive. So that's essentially goal setting with a positive and abundance mindset. 2, I look at this list of goals, I find relevant images to each and every goal, print them out, and create a vision board. This is my vision board. It's directly in front of my bed. First thing every morning, this is the first thing I see. Every single day, I have to stare at this board for 1 minute. That's because when you do have a vision board, it's actually very easy to just walk past it, forget it's there, and never look at it. Don't let it be you. So when I'm staring at my vision board for 1 minute every single day, I'm soaking up all of these images of my dream lifestyle. And while I'm doing this, I'm reminding myself of the amazing life that I'm working towards every single day. And most importantly, when I'm staring at these images every single day for a minute, I'm envisioning each and every image, each and every goal coming into my life, into my reality, and putting myself into that picture. This then links into technique number 3, which is visualization. This is the most powerful and popular manifestation technique ever. This has been around for a while, and like I said, it's basically when you can literally do this before you fall asleep every night. You're on your pillow, okay, you're about to go to sleep, and you just close your eyes and imagine yourself living out your dream life. That in itself is an amazing manifestation technique. And lastly, technique number 4 are affirmations. You can say these first thing every morning, but in my routine, I journal affirmations every single night. I basically use scripting, which is another form of affirmations and manifesting. So when I'm journaling every evening, I'll write a few bullet points of what I'm currently manifesting, and then I turn this into an affirmation script. So for example, the goals I'm currently manifesting might be double my income, work with my dream brand, heal over a breakup. I don't know, those are just examples. We're now going to turn that into a manifestation script with affirmations. So what you're going to keep writing over in your journal, in your script, is going to read, I am a successful content creator who is abundant in her collab deals. They flow into my email inbox every day. I am spoiled for choice with the amount of brands I get to work with. I have now worked with every single brand I could have dreamt of. I've worked with ASOS, Pretty Little Thing, Ted Baker, Fenty Beauty, etc. And write it like that. You have to write it in the present tense and you have to put yourself in that situation. Another example, I have healed from my breakup. I am the happiest I've ever been. I can't even remember my ex's name. You get the gist. There are two very important rules when it comes to lucky girl syndrome and making sure that it works in your life. Let's go through it. Number one, you must stay detached or it's not going to work. You can manifest as hard as you want. It's not going to work if you're not detached from the outcome. A really good example of this is, like I said before, I manifested every single one of my 2022 goals. So I made this mind map, and fun fact, I actually forgot about the mind map. Like, I didn't look at it again. I found it again in December 2022. I read through it and I was like, oh my god, all of these things happened. Like, I accidentally manifested. But it wasn't an accident, that's just how manifestation worked. Because I wasn't obsessing over the goals on that list, they weren't in the back of my mind constantly, and I was thinking, okay, how am I gonna make this happen? I need to do this now. What if this doesn't work out? Okay, but what about the logistics of this? I just forgot about it. I was detached. I was so focused on working and living my best life every day and just believing somehow, some way it's gonna work. I am not gonna question it, because the universe has got me. I'm protected. It's going to do the work for me. That then allowed the manifestations to come true. On the other hand, if I was stressing about how realistic it is and how it's actually going to work, then it wouldn't work. And this is because any negative thoughts that you put out, once again, also create your reality. And then rule number two when it comes to lucky girl syndrome is practice gratitude. You need to put out what you want to receive. Be grateful for the things you already have, no matter how big or small. And while you're practicing this gratitude, also remember, more is on its way. When you sit in such a high amount of gratitude for the life you have, the friends you have, the opportunities that have already come into your life, how you've gotten to where you are, this just increases your motivation to go and get more, but it also increases your confidence to be able to manifest more, because you're like, well, I already got this and this, and I'm currently living what my 15-year-old self would have dreamed of. So of course I can go and get more for my future self. Whereas if you're in a state of lack, like Lola, you're not going to believe anything is possible. Why would you manifest? Because you're constantly like,
my life is so rubbish, I don't get what I want, all of these other people are so lucky, and nothing ever works out for me.
How are you ever going to achieve your dreams when you think like that? When you're operating at a frequency of having high gratitude, more things will just flow into your life. That is just the law of attraction. And finally, let's finish off this video with some lucky girl syndrome affirmations that you can start using today, okay? I'm going to send you off on your manifestation journey to get your dream life prepared, girl. Just a quick reminder, the essence of this is to have an abundance mindset. You can make up any affirmation you want, any sentence that works for you is fine, as long as it follows the rule of abundance, of ease, of good luck. So some of my favorite affirmation examples that I use include, everything I want is already on its way to me, the universe is rigged in my favor, I am a money magnet, my goals are easily achievable, everything is constantly working out in my favor, my dream life is already on its way to me, the universe is protecting me and looking out for me, I am loved and appreciated, I'm the luckiest girl on the planet, and the list goes on. But the rule with this is you have to genuinely believe it. If you are saying these things to yourself and also thinking,
this is so cringe, like why would this even work?
It's not going to work, because your negative energy is going to disrupt that manifestation. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned everything you needed to know about lucky girl syndrome. If you like this content, then feel free to go and follow me on TikTok. I have an entire playlist on my profile to do with manifestation techniques, and you can go and check out my Instagram because I'm active on my stories every single day, so you can just see my daily life and my adventures, and whenever I manifest a new opportunity, I'm always posting it on my story. And lastly, it is the month of love, which means I'm going to be posting a bunch of Valentine's Day content this month. So subscribe and stay tuned. Like this video if you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.